We are in the middle of
This is Jules.
A
tropical depression.
Dillon's compound, man.
An event. A
Can
tropical
you turn
event.
off the wind for our arrival?
Yeah, dude. Your wind farm
Jeez.
is producing a lot of energy right now. Welcome to Curiosity Public from the islands. My name is Dutch.
My name is Jules.
Super humble Dillon.
In this compound off the coast of Costa Rica.
That's right.
Maybe.
And we're back with an episode of our Ultimate Spirits Competition, our quest to review every sipping spirit on the face of the planet and subject it to our crazy hard 100-point scoring system. And in this episode, it is none other than the newly released, as of the filming of this, Jack Daniel's 12-year.
Woo!
Have you guys had this?
Of course.
Yes.
And do you like it?
Yes.
We'll see.
Yeah, so this is a new release from Jack Daniel's. We'll take a close-up of the bottle here that you guys will be seeing as I'm talking, hopefully. This is batch one. It is 107 proof. Not a bad proof point. 12-year-old Tennessee whiskey, a.k.a. bourbon. It is a limited release. The bottle, unfortunately, is only 700 milliliters. Price point, I don't know, we'll call it around $100. It's supposed to be less. It's supposed to be like 80 something.
I got it for 75.
Yeah, 70 to 80, we'll call it list. And then secondary, 2, 3, 4, 5x that. And you don't like this little ant that's coming to join our party here?
It's about to bite me.
All right. Well, Dillon, you got anything else? I'm going to get forward.
Yeah, let's talk about this.
Don't worry about the ant.
I gotta say, at this point, as of this recording, I think all of us have tried every permutation of Jack Daniel's, right? Even the ones that are unofficial or the ones that haven't been released to the public. I don't know when the Jack Daniel's 10-year review is going to go out.
Yeah, so spoiler alert, we also have reviewed Jack Daniel's 10, and we're filming these back-to-back, but the bonus footage for this for members of Curiosity Private will be coming out of whichever one we release second. So it may be this video, maybe the Jack 10, I don't know yet, but you'll see a head-to-head between the two of these eventually.
Yeah, I gotta say, I think, there were some really great releases, special releases by Jack Daniel's. I appreciate the fact that they're doing different things and experimenting with flavor profiles, different mash bills, different grains. I appreciate all of that. However, I will say the 10-year has not been...
Not your favorite.
Yeah, let's just say that.
Underwhelming.
And I never understood the hype. Now, I don't really engage in anything, so Dutch always tells me about his...
He just stays around his tropical
No, he keeps telling me about his circle of pleasure, self-pleasure.
Where we drink White Claw in the hot tub.
Yeah, and he's like,
That's exactly how Dutch talks.
friends, my people, I love each other. I'm like, I go, what are you doing? I go, what are you doing? Like, I speak for a very, very narrow demographic, probably 5 people in the world that just want good stuff.
They're your clones.
You got 4 multi-personalities living in there?
Hey man, he got 5 kids.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's get into this, guys. Oh, okay. Okay.
I like it.
I'm actually glad we did these back to back.
I like it.
It's a teachable moment, as the kids say. Oh.
How long has this been bottled? Wait, how long has this been open?
Sorry. About 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. It has changed since opening, I think.
So this is the 3rd bottle I've tried. The first bottle, my bottle, I did the fresh crack. Then the second bottle, I had it at a bar, and it had been open for about 3 months. And so, I gotta say, I have to take those things into account when I put in the score.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm curious what you say.
You guys ready to do this?
Yeah.
Let's roll.
I really want to talk about this one. I'm a little conflicted on it, but I'm also trying to be objective. All right, guys, we've had some time to taste. We've all scored it independently. We haven't discussed our scores at all. I don't know what number they wrote down, but we're going to get to that. We're going to reveal it in just a second. But first, Julie here is going to tell you all about our scoring system. Keep in mind, he drinks Mai Tais double-fisted when he's out here in the islands.
True, with plenty of whipped cream. We have 10 categories that up to 100 points that include aroma, flavor, body, complexity, balance, finish, uniqueness, drinkability, aesthetics, and value. We do weigh flavor at 20 points, and then aesthetics and value at 5 points each. You can medal in our competition. You get a 60 and up. Go from bronze, silver, gold to diamond.
All right, guys. I really want to talk through this, and I also am going to taste this again at the end to see if it's opened up and changed a little bit, because I just tasted it again and it was a little bit different. So I want to reevaluate everything at the end. But let's kick this off with Aroma. I really like the Aroma 8.
I give it an 8.
8.
I
think,
really
again,
enjoy the nose.
the strongest point,
Very
best
good.
part. The strength is there. Again, reminiscent of typical barrel picks. Barrel picks from the community, barrel picks from organizations, barrel picks from liquor stores. You get a slight disconnect, but the aroma tends to be the better part of it.
The aroma's really good.
It's good.
Really good.
It's good.
Yeah, compared to the 10, it's an
let's
elevated
describe it,
flavor.
though.
Yeah.
Again, I will say
Sweet oak.
sweet oak.
Maple.
The brighter aromas are there.
Yeah.
That's, to me, the truly unique part of these releases. The 10 and the 12, I will say, I feel like there's a conscious effort to present those aromas in a really unique way. I mean, we've tried, I would say, the Sinatra maybe comes a little bit close in that they try to present a little bit more of the floral component. It's definitely different than the single barrel proofs. I mean, I've tried how many variations of single barrel proof? Yeah. I mean, in my lifetime, probably like 30 bottles so far. Can I be convinced that there's a aroma component that is also seen in the gold? Maybe, but definitely the best part.
I don't know. It's a good nose, man.
It's good.
I'm getting, if anything, compared to the 10, it's a bit darker. I'm getting more leather notes, which I like.
It's a little richer.
And yeah, I'm getting like black cherry.
It's really good. Enjoyable. There's a lot there. You can dig into it.
Yeah.
You can enjoy the heck out of it.
You know what I like about this also, I have to say? The oak is not overwhelming.
No. Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. Very well balanced on the nose. Okay, let's move away from the nose into the palate. Let's start with flavor. 16.
17.
I gave it a 17, and this is where it's the opposite, where the oak is there.
The oak is out of control. It's out of control. And I think it's way too much oak. We'll talk about that when we get the balance, but it washed out a lot of the other flavors. There's stuff there. There's the sweetness, there's the spice. Yeah. They're good flavors, but the oak is so front and center in this.
Yeah, it's definitely
tannic too.
Yeah.
It is tannic for me.
Kind of for me. It's getting to the point where, it might start being off-putting, but it teeters that line.
I agree about the tannic.
It is tannic.
I think I will say if our members of the CPU saw my short, I gotta say...
Your fresh crack?
Yeah, I will say, hats off to myself in that, I must have had a premonition because
awesome.
It started with oak and ended with oak.
Yeah.
And it's...
But it
after all of this, you know what? And the thing is,
through.
The second bottle that I tried, which was open for a couple months, it was the same thing. There was an issue. And I looked at it as more of a problem than its strength. Because we've tried other releases from Jack Daniel's, which is amazing. Yeah. This is not that.
I agree.
And I feel like somehow the 12-year...
after having tried the 10, though, I kind of feel like in the mind of Jack Daniel's Master Distiller, age represents oak. And they're trying to showcase the oak here.
Perhaps.
I think that was the intent.
Yeah.
But
Perhaps,
it's just not...
But you can't throw balance out.
I agree.
And say, all right, let's just do full-on oak.
It is
because,
so
let me tell you why.
But my point is, the only way somebody would release this is if they're like, hey, we really got to show off.
You know what? If
oak.
they wanted to showcase oak, then they could go, like MGP, for example, or Buffalo Trace could go in and go with those kind of weird, skewed barrels and go, hey, barrel fans,
Yeah.
Here's a barrel.
Yeah, but also to me, showcasing oak means you show the oak without getting tannic.
And here's the other issue.
What this does not do.
If the barrel component, the oak component was so desired, and if that's the thing that most people are looking for, if that's like it covered a huge demographic in terms of the focus, you would not see that in barrel picks. You would not see barrel picks from hardcore community members. You don't go and say, I'm going to choose the one that's over oaked.
Right.
You never see that. You never see
the
that.
sweetest
Exactly.
you can find, right?
The
Yeah.
aroma.
All right, guys. Well, we got a lot of other categories. Let's keep moving here. Body 7.
I gave it an 8.
7.
It's got to be an 8. Let me tell you why. Look at this.
I like the way it
I
goes
got to say,
across.
this is a little, I would say, I don't know what I gave the body and the other one, but this is a little bit better than the 10 year.
I didn't think it was any better.
And I will say,
I thought the tannic was so, like, it skews the way it feels on my palate, and I don't like the way the tannic is, so I took points away.
This is
because of the tannic
for me.
It turns my mouth inside out. Like, I don't
I think
like
they did a good job. I think the reason I say that is because I felt like they pivoted from the 10 year in terms of the proof, right? And they thought, okay, we need to pivot, we need to increase, we need to improve. And they went to a higher proof. I think they did a better job here. So that's why I gave it an 8.
Borderline. Okay, guys, next category, complexity. I gave it the points here, even though I didn't really like the flavors that much. I gave it an 8.
I gave it an 8.
There's a lot going on here.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot.
Much more than the 10 year.
Yes.
Agreed.
Yeah.
The flavors are more intense.
elevated.
The oak is more intense.
It's louder.
Yeah.
It's louder. The sweetness is more intense too, but it's not enough.
You know, the one, let me mention the sweetness part. I kind of miss the maple.
Yeah,
And
it's more on the nose. On the
Yeah,
palate,
I
it's washed out by the oak.
I'm thinking, why isn't molasses better represented here?
There's a little bit more brown
There's a
sugar in
little
this
bit
too.
of caramel, but boy, you know, there's a component of the sweetness that's
Oak
found
is so
wanting.
strong.
But you know, I would
It
say
is complex.
Yeah,
It is
but
complex.
the breadth is there.
Yeah, there's a big breadth of sweetness
Sure.
in here. Yeah, I have to give it credit there. All right, guys, next category, balance 6.
I gave it a 7.
I give it a 7 too.
Yeah, I mean, it's a weak
I get
7.
your
It's
6.
off,
I totally
dude.
get
It's
your
a weak
6
7.
because the
Off.
oak is really
Everything I just said, there's
there.
all these good flavors in here, but they screwed it up, man. They just screwed it up.
Yeah.
The oak is way too strong in this.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
That's fine. You convinced me. I'll go down to a 6. Yeah,
That's the definition of this category.
Yeah, 'cause-
Complexity is high, balance is bad.
yeah. I'm thinking like, why am I giving him extra points? Because this could be better.
It could be better. It
And
was
we've
not
tasted
well-balanced. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I mean, we've been doing this for a very long time. I've been drinking bourbon for over 20.
Take any Elijah
25
Craig,
years.
any Elijah Craig 12 year. Almost anyone we've had is better balanced.
No,
than
no, no.
this.
It's not even that. It's like I've had
better Jack Daniels.
incredible Jack Daniels
Barrel
single
proof?
barrel.
I agree, but that's not balanced. That's just the barrel
not
pick.
balanced.
You know?
I've seen barrel picks. I've seen barrel picks of Jack Daniels that are just incredible.
I agree.
Incredibly balanced.
That I would pick over this any day.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's move on to finish. To me, the oak took over. I give it a 6.
I give it an 8 because it's still long.
It's long,
It's
but
extremely long.
I
I
didn't
give it a
enjoy it.
7.
I did not enjoy the finish.
It's a long oak.
It's
long.
long and tannic, and it just gets more and more tannic. I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, Dutch definitely does not like long wood.
It's okay.
But
Next category, uniqueness. I gave it a 7.
I give it an 8.
I gave it a 7.
I could go up to an 8 because you know
It's
what?
an 8, guys.
It's
Come
an
on,
oak
for what
bomb.
the-
You know what? And there are people out there that
really love
oak
that.
bombs.
I've had plenty
Jack
of over oak
Daniels
stuff.
offering. Yeah, but from Jack Daniels.
I've had plenty of tannic stuff.
and
I've had
aged
E.H.
12.
Taylor. I have had E.H. Taylor single barrel. That was pretty much undrinkable because it was just.
I've had Stag that was undrinkable because it was so oaky.
I've never had Stag. That
This
was
is
not
still
drinkable.
drinkable.
I've had Stag undrinkable. I've had. There's some of the Michter's 10 years that are
Yeah,
almost over
Michter's I've
oaked.
had.
There's Elijah Craig 18, which is over oaked.
True.
This is unique. It's age
Oh,
stated.
yeah, Elijah 18.
Elijah 18,
That's
right?
it,
This is what
yeah.
this is what this is like. In a
Yeah,
lot of ways, you know.
you're right. Yeah, and like the
At a higher
community
proof.
rejected it over time.
I
Right?
don't understand it. Why
Although
is this
I
not
have, I have to say, I mean, if you want, I can bring the new Elijah Craig 18s. I don't know why I have so many Elijah.
I have
Craig
one too.
18s
I haven't even cracked it.
for
so-
2022, but anyway.
Well, that's another episode. All right, guys. Drinkability 6. 2 oaky.
7.
Week 7. Week 7. I think Jules and I have a higher tolerance for
You do.
oak.
You do. I will admit that.
And char. It's good. It's enjoyable.
It's okay.
I'll keep going. I'll keep drinking. I'm almost done with mine.
I would not choose to keep drinking this.
I'm
honestly.
conflicted. Yeah, I mean, like,
Come on.
I've
Obviously,
had
if you
the
had how many different options, you're not going to drink this.
I've
But
had the
dude,
Jack Daniel's 12 year for a while now.
This is what you had to drink.
Have
I
you,
gotta
have
say-
you had a night where you're like, I really want to drink the Jack 12?
No.
I don't
All
have
right.
a night for anything, though. But
All
mine
right,
is
I'll bring
pink
it down.
lemonade.
You could keep drinking it,
Yeah,
but it's not what
I
you would reach
could,
for.
so it'd be drinkable. It's drinkable.
It's a 6.
All right.
It's a strong 6. It's not
It
bad
is a
whiskey.
week 7.
It's not bad whiskey at all.
Yeah.
It's
no
just
off-putting parts.
it's just over oaked like crazy. This is Elijah 18.
Not crazy.
This is
A
Elijah
bad
18.
Elijah 18.
It's just Elijah 18, I think.
I've had good Elijah 18.
Yeah, because single barrel.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Well, we said at the beginning that we would retaste it, so let's just take one more sip. It's been
Okay.
opening
I've
up for a while
been
here.
drinking it.
You have been drinking it, so maybe you're.
Still enjoying it.
Any changes?
You know what? I'm thinking to myself, with everything that I have in my collection, why would I drink this? I would go back to the single barrel proof. I have phenomenal picks.
I agree. For Jack
Well, of
Daniels,
course
in the
you
Jack
do.
Daniels spectrum, I'm still going for single barrel proof. This is good whiskey. It
Just dilute it down, you know?
It's totally Elijah 18 to me. It's totally Elijah
But
18.
I'm wondering, like,
and if you like
Because-
Elijah 18, you're gonna love this. But to me, there's just too much oak.
would I drink this over, like, Sinatra?
No.
Or Gold?
No. I would say those are more drinkable per se,
It is.
but they're a different ballgame. Those are like
Yeah, they're a different
background.
class.
Those
It's
are
a different
background.
class,
Those are
man.
background whiskeys. This is a foreground whiskey, but you're only gonna love it if you love oak.
So then why is your circle of self-pleasure losing their mind
Obviously,
over this?
it's not my circle. So let's keep moving. Let's get to the non-flavor components here, guys. Let's talk about aesthetics and value. Aesthetics for me, same as the 10-year. The bottle looks great. The presentation looks
I like
great.
it.
It's a 4.
It's a 4. I like the
Same.
number.
Completely
4.
agree.
Easy.
I like the
It's got
number.
age stated.
Nice to
it's
see the age
bold,
statement,
yeah.
all that.
And it stands out among a Jack Daniel's shelf.
Yeah.
Final category, guys. Value. Oh, man, I gave it a 4. Because of the
3.
age statement.
So,
I
but
think-
you're saying it's greater value
Okay.
than the 10?
Then the 10-year, I think it's a little bit of a better value because it's not much more expensive.
Get more
Honestly, it's
flavors out of
priced.
it.
Wait a minute.
Hang on, hang on. Let me make my point.
Flavors
Let me make
out
my
of
point.
it.
Elijah Craig, barrel proof, 12-year, which now may be 11-year or 13-year. You know, it's going to be multi-year. Around the same price, and we would give that a 5 on value, right? Without question.
Sure.
This is a 12-year-old, 107 proof bourbon whiskey, Tennessee whiskey, at a reasonable MSRP, I think.
$100.
But dude,
MSRP is
MSRP.
lower. MSRP is lower.
But
It was
where can you
smaller
get that
volume.
right now for MSRP?
smaller volume.
That's why it's
too,
not a
bro.
5. That's why it's a 4.
That's why it's a
That's
3.
the same as 10. 3.
That's why it's a 3.
Come
For
on.
me,
dude.
I think
That's
I would
smaller
give it a
volume?
4. I would give it a 4.
volume alone, dude.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
smaller volume. You got me.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
a 3.
Yeah.
All right.
This is
All right. You got me. Good call.
Nah.
Okay, guys. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. People are going to hate us for this review, guys.
Wait, other people watch this because this is not for other people.
All right, guys. Let's get our final tally. I ended up at a 71.
76.
75.
Which gives us our official Curiosity Public score in the Ultimate Spirits competition for Jack Daniel's 12-year. Still a silver at 74.
Oh.
You know, I'm so disappointed because I love Jack Daniels.
I do too. I think we're pretty positive
Come
on
on,
Jack.
this is good, dude.
It's
74
fine.
is a really good
it's a
score.
good score. This is a silver. And
competition,
again,
yeah.
remember,
And it's more mid-silver.
this would be like quadruple gold
right.
in the San Francisco Spirits thingy, right?
Calm thing.
I mean,
Whatever it's called.
I mean, like what I didn't understand was like Dutch was running around going. And I'm like,
I scored this the lowest out of all of us.
I don't understand it. I don't get it. Why is it so low? Why is it so low though?
Someone's like, I'm Frank Sinatra. I have 3,000 bottles of Jack Daniel's barrel proof.
I mean, again,
Everything I own, I'm never going for this.
Have you been to my island?
yeah.
Yeah,
are you,
we're on the
seriously, I would never go back.
I
I mean, like if it was,
get it,
it's not
dude.
horrible. But I mean, amongst the stuff, if someone said, "Hey, let's drink Jack Daniels," for you guys, I would bring out like my best single barrel
Single barrel, yeah.
picks. right?
Come on. I
That
would
I
not be
purchased for
offended
60
if someone
bucks.
gave me a pour.
This is good. It's still
I
good
would not
whiskey.
be
Still
offended.
good
Yeah,
whiskey.
come on.
Anyway, guys, we got to end this episode. Jules, please take us out.
Tell us what you
Man,
guys think in the comments below. Give us a thumbs up or thumbs down. Either way, let us know how you feel.
Whatever.
Subscribe for more subscribe for more videos from Curiosity Public. Dillon, man, such a hater. If you want to help us out, please consider joining Curiosity Private membership here on YouTube and on Patreon. Also, we are selling t-shirts. Links in the description. And we have a podcast and all the major podcast platforms out there. As always, stay safe, stay healthy.
Stay curious.
All right, cut this, but like,
No, I'm saying
no,
It's staying in.
no to Dillon.
Future Dillon.
don't buy it.
Future Dillon, man. Such a
Well,
hater.
you know what? It's still not bad whiskey.
mean,
It is not,
I have
dude.
the positive
Come on.
aspect of this is that I paid $75 for the bottles, right?
Same.
And so,
But here's the thing: is there somebody that's going to taste this that likes oak that's going to think this is the best whiskey they've ever had?
Yes.
It's just not us. And I feel like even though we have a panel, there's 3 of us, we all think this is too much, but we all know people
Who'll
that
enjoy
will probably
this.
taste this and be like, wow, I
Exactly.
love that.
And I'm here for them because this is decent, dude.
I
This
will
is
say,
decent
you know, the second bottle that I tried, I was with a bunch of people, and
Some
I
people
think
like it.
pretty much it was consensus that it was way over.
I'll tell you what,
Wait. You
Eli-
hang out with other people?
No, he doesn't. This is kids. But Elijah 18 with a rock in it, a little bit of dilution, different ballgame. Maybe it just needs to be on the rocks.
I mean, I have Elijah Craig 18 that's actually not over oaked. So I think they've done a better job. I feel like ever since they changed the bottle design,
The new one? Is that
yeah,
better?
Oh, Dylan's still talking.
they've done something different, but